Welcome back to Timberborn and the Waterfalls playthrough. Let's have a little recap. Just, it's been a few days since we played the previous one or so. We've now got this bad water channel. That's good, because that leaves us a pretty decent place. I'm just starting to make this as a... Because it's got, the water is so-so, I'm going to start getting this out to make our housing complex. Hopefully we'll start that in this. We've got a good bit of, I've got a lot of bad water. I've got antioxidant. I've got enough everything in the sense that I'm looking for in this scenario to get things really pushing forward. We are obviously blasting this down, and this is a 3. It'd be nice to start getting this metal out the way. Now it's dependent on where I'm actually going to be able to put the thing, because I've got a lot of metal. I've got 600 in metal already, and I haven't really got a lot of place to put it. If I remember last time, I think I decided that I was going to shove it just here. I think I can shove the metal in these. I may be wrong. I can't remember. Water's not looking too bad. Food is getting there, but it's still not enough, obviously. Now we've got this... I've got this channel. I can now do this. Turn these up, because I don't need them anymore. This should actually be... start to irrigate some of this... what we hadn't got before. Now, obviously, I've got a double channel now. I've got this channel that's coming through. Now, I did make this... So it hits this and then sort of separates half and half, really. It's just a way to... and also, I've got a lot more, spaddock and other things. So it's looking up. It's still not perfect. And obviously, I want to get more, and I need my well-being a lot more high. I want to move these out of the way. This is the thing that I want to get out of the way. I'm going to put it on... faster speed, because for obvious reasons. I want to get all this out the way as well. Get that all out the way, because it's all dead, and I know this water's now irrigating this situation, but it's still not ideal. It's still, So we're going to get rid of that as well, and we're going to get rid of all of this here when they decide to actually come out. I'm not too sure, man, how many builders I've got, because builders are going to be important to actually get this going. It's like, where do I want to put them that aren't annoying, which is everywhere. Let's just clean this up a little bit. And start to think where I can put these. I need more builders to be able to do what we need to do. Faster. Because it's a bit slow. So I'm going to do them. There's probably not going to be... They're not probably going to do much at this precise moment, because there's no... Well, there's a couple of unemployed, so that's not too bad. But I need to get more of everything going out to be able to start, cleaning up all this, if you like. I think this is... Yeah, this is on a... This is actually done. So, well, it's almost done. Well, this could be done. I don't think it'll affect that anyway. Yeah, so that's pretty clean. I'll, like I said, I'm going to wait till that's... I think... Was that on a... Well, it is now. Yeah, it is on a... On the, how I want to do it. That's now got rid of. I think I'm going to... get rid of all that. And remove... I don't want to get rid of them until I really know what I'm going to do with it. I've got a ton of logs here, so I must be able to find somewhere to actually be able to put them. Because I know down here there is a lot of I go... Yeah, I should be able to empty that in there and not have any problems about that being done. Let's get these built. It's only taking planks. And I've got a lot of planks, which isn't normal in a game like when I play. Right, that could go. So that's another thing. Cleaning this up is quite an important thing. I'm not too sure when I want to link this yet. Whether I actually should link this coming down here. And link it from there. And maybe another ladder. Just to... Or the option is... I suppose it doesn't really matter. I know I was getting ready to do a 4 down here, but I haven't decided whether that's the plan that I really want to do yet. But we'll just humour my own self and just make that happen. Right. Because we need to get rid of this scrap metal. This scrap metal is going to be a real issue if I'm going to build this new underlying system, let's say. I'm going to build, because I think I can't build it on there because that's going to be in the way. That is a... Is it a 2? I think it's a 2. Yeah, it's a 2. So we'll how about a bit of a just that, and we'll make that happen. I'm still looking. I still got 120 explosives, so I'm not really worried about too much. I want to make sure this is done. Now this is done, right? So let's get rid of this now. That's now flat. The option is to blow that one down, but I'm not yet convinced of actually doing that. I'll do this. I'm then going to get rid of this scenario, which obviously makes this a bit of a problem because now they can't get up there, but it is what it is. And pick all this up. Thank you very much. I want to make sure that this is built. I've got enough gears, got enough planks, and I've got enough logs. So let's build a couple like this. I'm going to store scrap metal in all 3. I'm going to get it to build all 3. I'll also set this, as this is now starting to come back again. Why is this... It isn't connected to a road. Why is it not connected to a path then? That one is though. Is it not? It's not connected to a path then. Oh, yeah, because that's why it's not connected to the path. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Cut the trees. That's it. I'm going to get... This is just bloody thing could be a real pain in the backside, this. If you get them too close, they'll go, you know, you can't do it. So if I do that, that, and that, get them to be built. Because I want to get rid of all this, I'm gonna put the large storage I can only get. That 3 in there. That's a bit rubbish, isn't it? That's better. Get this for, because it's close, and then they don't have to haul too far, which is what we want. Otherwise, if we send it all the way back there, they're going to take forever and a day to get rid of all this. Right, this isn't too bad. I've got enough for logs, but not enough for that. That's died. What's that doing? It's doing absolutely nothing. This isn't doing anything for some reason. So I'll put that there. That's going to get me... they've not been taken down for some reason, so that's going to be taken down. How am I doing with... Yeah, so now I've got a lot of vacancies. I've not got a lot of... But this is still running, so that's technically not true. Right, so we got the water. I'm going to turn off these. We've got 3 days. That's not actually a long time. I wish there was a button where you could say, turn them all off. And not have to worry about doing them individually. But that's the way it is. When this gets... oh, that was a bit of a misplay, wasn't it? Have you got these built? Yes, you have. Yep. These can go as well. I don't think I'm going to need these. What are we building from here? Logs, planks. I'll leave them there because they might want some other stuff that I'm building. No, these don't cost anything. Did I not? Why is that not put in? We'll see why that's not put in a minute. Right. Take rid of them. Get them out of the way. I don't want them anymore. Obviously, there's going to have to be a lot of explosions. I don't know where I'm going to put the center, which may be somewhere about here. We'll do it in a few. We'll get this going. Hopefully, in this episode, we've got at least 40 minutes, maybe, for this episode to get everything going. And I am on fast speed. I'm trying to get this going and not messing about. I think, to be honest with you, I'm going to empty them. Right, that's now gone. That's going to need a... Are we doing with... Well, are we doing okay? It would pay to actually put the explosives at the other side. That's for definite. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I've got all this scrap metal here. I'm not even going to entertain that. Oh, it's too far from the district, that's why. Didn't think of that. Right, so that now can... that explosives can be put in. What am I putting in here? I'm putting... need to keep an eye on this extractor. This extractor's going to need to do its thing. I'll put a 3 on there. Or should I put a 2? No, what I should do is cancel that. Put a... Thing is, if we take this level, I've got to take this level down. So I might as well take this level as a 1. And then I can add that in, and then I can add the rest of them in. This is now obviously getting done. Why is it that not? Can't reach it? Too far from a... Right, let's... No. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter, because I could just... That, and now delete the bloody thing. Let's clean that up. Let's clean that up. Right, that's nice and relatively clean. No potatoes. Well, okay. In fact, how many potatoes do I have? I have 1,000. They're bloody annoying. I'm gonna have to get rid of them. Markers. Take these out. That's gonna go. Build that. Thank you very much as well. That's gonna go. Yeah, so all this area here is gonna be quite a nice housing complex. Again, I'm not too sure where I want the thing, but it's we'll cross that bridge. I'm really happy that this is going straight off the map. Yeah, I ain't got any worries about bad water, really. It would be nice to do something with this baby, but I don't know yet whether we'll get a chance to do that in this playthrough. I'm trying to get back on track with what's been happening. Now this should start, yeah. So this, like I said, I am speeding this up, and I'll take all of that out as well. I know I'll have to build some more ladders, but always say it is what it is. I think they can just take that out. I think they can. How are we doing? We're not... it's not too far. It's getting them over here to actually start. That's weird. There we go. Now we get them. That's good. Very good. Much scrap metal? I haven't got much scrap metal in there at the moment. But how are we doing with this? So yeah, we'll put this on empty. We'll put this on empty, and we'll get them to take that out and empty it out, because we're going to need all of this. In fact, if I where are you? There you are. And do a couple more. I think that'll work. Well, that'll just bump this up. I know we're getting down here. We got the water back, so let's put our water situation back again. Back to the 3,600 that we can get. That's not technically going that fast. I don't know why yet, but I think maybe to do with I'm sharing the water on each side here and not sending that down. So if that's the case, yeah, it's gone back up again. It's still really not enough for the amount of the wheels that are there, to be honest. But we'll deal with that when we deal with that. I can always take this out and fill a lot of this in. Right. Let's get that down. That's almost done. This I can get rid of. That I can get rid of. Oh, in fact, actually, I'm going to put some more here. That'll get rid of. This is almost done. This is almost done as well. Let's put this in here. I won't put any in this section here yet, because it's far enough away. I mean, I'm taking out... I really want in this sort of this rectangle. I'll have to get this out as and when, because it's going to be a pain. That is a 3 as well. So let's start to think about getting this down. It's a lot of explosives, but it will be worth it in the end. Right, that... I don't really need to move that. That's going to be an issue because that's not going to go down there, but I don't really think I need that to go down there now. If I set that as a... If I set that as a 3... Then I set this as a 2. That's that. And I'll set that as a 1. That should blow us down to this level. How are we doing? We're... I want this to be... done first, so I can take that out. I can almost feel the housing. Get that out of the way. Come on. That's berries, dandelions, and whatever. I haven't got any. Get away. I'm not too much worried about getting that one and that one out of the way. Is definitely nice to see. That's good. So I think it's somewhere going to be... If I take the rectangle and sort of look at the rectangle, maybe something like this. Which will be... I'm probably going to start with... I'm going to start with... Campfire. 4. And then I'm going to build out from that. So this is our centerpiece, if you like. Whether that's center, it's probably not center. But that now is... I'll blow it from this side. So that's now clean. That was a bit too much. Oh well. We've got enough dirt, so let's fill it in. I could get rid of this. Get that to be picked up. In fact, actually, I probably don't really need to do that. Get that. And that. That can... one as well. I think they can, yeah, they can reach these. So that's another one. It's just an explosive day. Right. Let's think about this campfire then. And like I said, I really wanted to get this going. Where is the campfire? I just thought having a, like... some campfires here to start with. Quite nice. And then we'll start to build a nice ecosystem. I'll do this just to... I don't think that they can't actually even get to this, I don't think, but... And we'll get them to... We got 15 land. We need to get the logs, so... Then... Some really nice... I want some nice aesthetics coming here. Right, so I'm gonna also build something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna have for the center yet. But how about... Is that... See, that's quite nice, isn't it? That's a 2. I suppose I could have a 2. We'll be done with that. I want it going in the same direction. I've got 41,000. I don't think I need to really worry about it yet. You know, something like that. I have no idea what I'm going to have in the centre. I could have a thing, but I want something that doesn't really have a... How about... Yeah, how about the bulletin board? That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Scarecrow is paper. Well, I do have paper, but it doesn't really make sense to have that in there, does it? What about something else? No. We haven't really got anything else that'll sort of... And we've got the... Mind you, you could have that, couldn't you? But the trouble is, I like that because it doesn't have a, oh, we need to face it this way, or we need to face it that way, or we need to face it the other. Yeah, we're gonna go to the bullet. Let's have that. That's a start, isn't it? That should be quite nice. They'll start to build this at their own leisure. I'm not rushing them to build it. That's pretty good. Right, that now can be a 3 as well. I suppose I can't reach all that, possibly. So I'll do a thing over there. This is now just about where I need to do it. I might not blow that line because that's the... they're absolutely going to see if they can tear this down a lot faster. That should be okay. Let's do another storage. I think we can get probably another storage in there. I've got a lot of storage. I've got 4,000 storage in for metal. And they haven't even really done nothing with it yet. Got a ton here. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this aesthetics really quite nice. How are we doing with that? Oh, we've got a campfire going. I'm not going to pull the other campfire down until we get something going before... I'd like to have that in. That's too far from a... It won't be if I... do that though, will it? No. I know by doing them as a want that to be done as well. I'm trying to get everything and everything else built at the same time. This needs to be changed from grill spaddock. Why is it not getting to spaddock? That's the spaddock. I'm not grilling any spaddock that I can see. How many grilling potatoes? Well, if that's the case, I'm going to take out this bee thing, because this is ridiculous. This isn't getting used. I'm going to... because the spadoc's here. It'll do for now. Food. It'll go in the grill. I'll do 3. I'll select that as a spadoc thing. And then we'll get, obviously, this going whenever it wants to get it going. I'm going to have some storage, I assume, for when Spaddock starts to kick itself in. I'll have no storage whatsoever. This are planks. This is an abomination. This needs to go... This, like I said, this is going to have to change. That is extract. Why are we not building any extract then? Oh, oh no, I know why we're not building it. We're actually using it as we're building it, aren't we? That means I could use... That means I could do with another centrifuge. How many planks? I've got 3 going. I've got over 800. Could I get rid of this? I think I could get rid of this. Get all this to be picked up. And get another centrifuge in here. I think it'll connect. It'll tell me if it can't. Yes, it can. Right. Then get this going. We've got the extract there. I will get... No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I will get a tank right next to... That's for bad water. I'm gonna set these going because I think 700, but that's the... I can still fill it up with bad water. This will help these. Yeah, see, now these are going to start kicking in. Now, there's a couple of them. That'll help the extract for all this. There's our nice new that nobody's using yet. I haven't quite decided where and if and how and whatever else before I put our new housing complex down here. How many housing do I actually need? I need 6. There's 6 there and 6 there. So that's, yeah, that's not a lot. It's where I decide that how I'm gonna have it. That's done. Obviously, I've got to blow this down and I've got to get that for this. Right. Do I want anything else in there before I actually put, you know, other things in there, if you like? Obviously, I don't want the... They're not even going in it because the house is not even anywhere near it. But that's not... I can't do nothing with that. I mean, you can have the art. You can have all. I can have all this going as well, you know. And the carousel. I can have a carousel going, and I don't know the details for. What's that for? Let's use beavers. Customized beaver tables. I can get a dance hall. Yeah. How much is a dance hall? What does it consume? It consumes treated planks. The option would be to put that. But I don't really. I'm not overly sure how I want this to happen. Do I, or do I not? If I do that and I do that, I do that and I do that. That means they can what? I know they're going to build this, so it doesn't really matter. And so this is flipping housing. So it's a pain. Be quite nice. Well, wouldn't it be quite nice to? Do I do it there? I like here, and then sort of here and here. You know, that might be a quite nice. Can I? Do I do it long way? The thing is, I didn't particularly want it to go a long ways. I'm going to go up. That's not a problem. But that may be actually having it this way. Let's. Where is my ladders one? I had these. I have to have them. Well, I can have them to the back of the. There, and I can have them to the back of there. I think, can I get the housing, another housing complex in here? I can, you know. That's not bad, is it? There. Then we turn this and have another one there. That's gonna look pretty sweet. They've got all the nice little amenities. They've got the campfire. Now, the only disadvantage is there's no flipping water there. But I don't think. Yeah, see, that is too high. So that's a bit of a disadvantage. Drought is on. I'll pause these again. See, the complex is coming. It's definitely coming together. I'm just getting these to be this to be built. I don't want, because obviously that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? You know. Why is this not getting done? Can't get required materials. Yes, you can. Don't tell me you can. You can. That one goes in there. That should be a 2. I missed one out. That one needs to be built. I think we can get that one as well, so that's fine. Right. It's all coming together pretty nicely. As long as I haven't blocked off that path. Let's have a... Nope. I think that's aesthetically pleasing. Like it is anyway. I mean, I only need to do that again, and I've actually got more than actually here, haven't I? So that's not too bad. I think just a double stack would be fine. I don't want to go too rah-rah. I'll get that built. Obviously, that's got to be a walkway. That's the thing. You see, that's got to go into there. That's got to go into there. That's got to go into there. I technically don't need the last one then, do I? Don't need this one. I do want that one. But not on this one. Because of the where the walking are. Obviously, this one I do because it's. Yeah. In fact, actually, is that my? I've done that wrong. No, I haven't done it wrong. You know what? They should be there. Yeah, they should be. They should actually be not anywhere near that. Housing. It should be here, shouldn't it? It should be there. Because that's how I've done that one. Yeah, that's right. I thought there was something funny, but I thought I'd done them the same. Apparently not. Right, so then that wouldn't need to be there. That would need to be there. That's the same because that doesn't need to be there. We could... I'll tell you what we could do. Because of the here, we could... It's, you know, it's aesthetically as an ish. That means every one of the housing has its own water. I think that could work. No, it's not the first time I get this wrong. And I realise I've done the ladders the wrong way around, as we know. So that's fine. That can be built. And that's even a bit... Well, I'll pause this, pause that, and pause that. That's before I even get any more big stuff. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that looks nice. And then I could look into... I mean, obviously, I've got a problem here because I haven't got the room because it's not technically probably anywhere in the centre, but, you know. As we said before, let's look at well-being, not the detail. We could have a dance hall. You know, I can... Well, I have the dance hall of that, can't I? I mean, like there somewhere. Couple of dance halls, couple of carousels on each other side. We haven't got a mud pit. That was something that I haven't got sorted, but actually that does fit quite nicely in there. So I could have a couple of mud pits on the outside, like say here. Yeah, let's do it. Like that. Pause that. Pause that. They have to be on the ground, I think. Oh, wait, I'm going to need the treated planks. So I'm going to need to... How many treated planks do I do? Oh, I'm going to need to turn on the treated plank system. Just system of systems. You're going to need that on. We're still in a drought. It's not a problem. I think it might be time. They're all asleep at the moment. How many of these explosives? No, I've got most of the explosives done. I'd like to get these ones in and this one in. Although it doesn't really matter. In fact, I'd like to get them all in, so it doesn't really matter. So, get on with it. And obviously this. This will obviously make this quite substantially larger. I think that, yeah, they're doing the water, so we'll do... Obtain from other... Do it with a hauler. That way, they've already got water here. And they don't have to... Oop. Water. Obtain. Yeah, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Obtain. 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 So then we got that one. Let's... I think... Now I've got this, I'm gonna wall that like that. That's plotting pretty cozy, I think. And obviously when I get a second one, or I could not bother with the second one and just have, you know, that's 16. I mean, that would be 16. I've only got 6 and I've already got enough here. So let's start to enable this to happen. I would like to get this actually something running for the end of the playthrough. Okay, before the end of the playthrough. There's a lot of logs, so let's get something going. Right, that's fine. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to start tearing this down, which they're not going to be happy about. Although I think I can disable that. Disable that. I should have probably left this in, actually. Let's do the first 4. Because I think that's the first 4 here. Let's just go for it. Let's just turn them all on. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? I get a massive spike of beavers. That's okay. Then let's, as we're doing that, then let's turn this off. Let's turn this off. That's actually, no, that's 12. Ah, what the hell. They are not going to be happy about that. Sorry, guys. You're just going to have to build all this up quickly. I'm happy with that. That looks pretty cool. Can I build? Yes, they can build this as well, but they can't get up there, so that's fine. That is fine. I'm not too much worried about that then. I can put these in. Just this one. I can't put that on the ladder though. There. Obviously, I'm going to have to do the ladders up there. See, they can build that, but they can't get up there. So, shelter's going to be shelter's definitely going to be an issue in the next. That's fine, isn't it? It isn't connected to. What do you mean it isn't? Oh, it is. It isn't connected, is it? There. That was fine. That was fine. That was fine. I don't care about the ones that have just been built. That's fine. That's fine. Fine and fine. That's looking. But that's only 2, 4, 6, 8. So we're missing 4. Which is the 4 that I could either these 4 I could build. Well, we're just building them all to be honest. I'm just going to absolutely tear through my wood. I also hopefully started the... No, I have not. What have I done? This isn't connected to a district. No, it is not. It is now. Because I've got 80-something of these. What am I going to be missing? They're going to need planks and resin. Now, resin's going to be the problem. Because of what I have no place that I decided. Right, so, right. What this. Did I do. Cool. Aha. So we could turn on the resin. Prioritize through things. Yet all undo that. That's next. We're in a drought. We're still in a drought. And I've got 2,000 water left. You're doing some serious building job here. And I'm absolutely ripping through the lot. I can't get these done because I'm going to need 40. I'm going to need 160 and I've only got 86 of these. Logs. Wheat? What do you need bloody wheat for? Sorry about that swearing. I thinking, what do you want wheat for as a mud pit? I suppose, yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah, because it's a bit like a wallow, isn't it? But I think that looks aesthetically pleasing. I quite like that. And we'll sort out. I think we'll sort out the dance hall. I'm going to. Oh no, I haven't got these done yet. Why are you not building them? Just build these for me. So, good lads. Good beavers. Why are you not getting any water whatsoever as well? Have I not got enough haulers? How many haulers have I got? I don't think I've got enough haulers. That's another issue that I need to solve. Housing. District. Hauling posts. I can get one there. I can get one there. No, I can't get one there because that isn't connected to a path whatsoever. I'm going to get these to get built. We're going to have them on... Again, when I start to get more beavers coming in, I'm going to... It's just going to exponentially blow up. That I won't build in. That I won't build in. What are you complaining about? Food is going to be a definite issue. That has to be... I think the mud pit has to be... Yeah, it's got to be underground. I have a plan for that. It would mean... what it would mean would be increasing the width of this. Now, let's just delete this for an example. I know how good it's going to complain and it's not going to pass. But if we do one plat, I want it a bit like... If I do that, and then I do a... I think I can get away with that. It looks terrible. But what it will give me is the option... Where are you? Come on. Are you here somewhere? Is to have one of these as a food storage on all the corners. Yeah, baby. Obviously, they can't get up to that. That's why I've done this. If I do... I'm going to have to be careful because I do the same problem all the time. Is they can't get to that one if I do that. So it may be beneficial to do this way. Obviously, I haven't got the room to do these yet, but at least that all the food can be round here, or some food can be round here. I can have that. I can have bread. I could have bread and thing in one of them. I could have spaddock in another one. God forbid I could have berries. Yes. We have got how many metal? I've got 100. Yeah, I've got. Am I doing the metal as well? Where's my metal ones? In fact, I don't even think I'm doing the metal. I think I ripped the metal out. Did I rip the metal out? No, no, the metal's up here, so it's doing the metal. So that's good. This is going pretty well. This is going pretty well, actually. I mean, we're only on 14. We've got... The shelter's the problem, so let's start to get this going. I've done them. I'll do this at the back. I think it's... Is it the back? No, it's not at the back. It's the wrong one. It's there. Is that the one I've done that wrong as well? Yeah, I've done that one. Typical I do these ones as well. Yeah, that should be the... Yeah, that should be the way around. Right, let's... That's that way. That. Now you can get into there. Now you can get into there. That is the same. That is that way around. You'll be able to get into there. That puts a lot more. I'll enable the 4. We should get water in here. Obviously, they can't do that yet until I'm actually doing them all. All of them. I'm just going to do them. Right, that's... They can now... Yeah, look at that, see? That looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Delete that. Let's get the platforms. Let's get the... Because that would have to come this way, wouldn't it? That means this comes this way. Like so. That then gets the metal platforms on there. That then gets the storage that goes on there, which I'm going to pause. That now gets... It's like a military operation, this. I mean, I could, if I really wanted to, put it to the back here and do it this way, or this. That way, it would... No, because it would still... I suppose it wouldn't, would it? We may change this. We may put this down here. As long as I face it, the ladder to the back of this, to the house. Because that way, then it would be able to... Yeah, I think that's a better way. I think that'll... I was just thinking, because that means it'll be a better way to walk up this. You can still get up here. You can still actually get to this. See what I mean? This will go right the way down. I can then delete this. Diminish. Get rid of this. That there. That needs... Nope, that's the wrong one. That will be there. I'm quite happy with that. I think that's up in Jen. Yep, I'm quite happy with that. You can still use the mud pit. You can still walk around. So that's going to work out quite well. I can then get something like a dance floor on one side, a dance floor on the other. You can have some walking around here. Working quite well. Right. Let's take this. Let's take this down. Yeah, that's okay. Let's take this down. Right, I need I need a ladder to go there. Oh no, is that gonna? No, that's not gonna work, is it? Delete that. Right, we're getting to the hour. Just let me set this up. Apologies. I was having far too much fun. Don't mind that, mate. I was having fun. Then we need a 2. That then will take all that out. Right, so I hope you enjoyed this. We've definitely got a complex starting to go. Obviously, I've not taken any of this out yet, which I will do, and that'll give me an enormous amount of logs and everything else back. And it's just really nice and neat. I'm not going to go any further. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to come up another level, and then I'll put some roofs on, and I'll probably do some sort of... Maybe we'll just have these as normal and these as roofs or something. I don't know yet, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this. And we will see you next one. Bye for now.